Hey guys, how's it going? Ricky Widmer here from Most Valuable Podcast, here to give you my top 5 must-sits. These are guys that I'm not in love with this week in fantasy football. I'm going to get right into it. Number 5, Eli Manning. Eli hasn't been good the past few weeks. He just barely got some garbage time. Yeah, I'm going to say garbage time points. This last week against the Washington Redskins, almost got shut out, and this Jet defense is going to make him pay for mistakes. Odell Beckham, I don't know if he can overcome Revis Island. I'd stay away from Eli this week. Number 4, I know he had a big game last week, but I'm throwing Marcus Wheaton on my must-sits. And the reason why I'm not in love with him is you got to understand who the Steelers were playing last week. They're playing the Seahawks. They're playing LOB. Richard Sherman did an amazing job of shutting down Antonio Brown. Now, did the third corner do anything on Marcus Wheaton? No. Wheaton was able to have a big game. I want to say he had over 30 points in fantasy this week, but not every team is going to be like Richard Sherman and shut down Antonio Brown. I think Brown comes back to form. Brown and Bryant become the big fantasy options this week. Wheaton's numbers drop. So he's a must-sit because I know a lot of you are like, click, 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 I got to get him because he had 30 points. Probably won't have that many points this week, so pump the brakes a little bit. And number 3, Phillip Rivers, going up against this Bronco defense, and a Bronco defense that held Tom Brady in check fantasy-wise, so whenever you can do that, Phillip Rivers is nowhere near Tom Brady this year, so I don't think he's going to do anything special fantasy-wise against this Denver D. Frank Gore hasn't been... See, whenever I have Frank Gore, there's two things about Frank Gore. Either, because I have him on my fantasy team, whenever I have him on my bench or in this video, he has a breakout game. So, I mean, you could kind of the Ricky fantasy curse on this one, but I just don't think Frank Gore going to have a big game this week. I would look other options at the running back. And number 1, you got to know it was coming. This is kind of a no-brainer, but the Philadelphia defense going up against the red, white, and blue machine, which is the New England Patriots. Eagles defense has had negative points in ESPN leagues the past 2 weeks. This is not going to be a good game. I made the joke on Twitter on Thanksgiving that, yeah, it's probably going to be a 420 to -7 game in favor of the Patriots, but Eagles, if you got their defense somehow, if you're in that deep of a league, just stay away from them. Find someone else because anything is better than the Philadelphia Eagles. But that's going to do it this week for my fantasy football must-sits. Go ahead, let me know down below in the comment section. What are you guys feeling? Who's a must-sit for you? What do you think? Are you in love with these guys? Do you think Wheaton's going to have another big week? Let me know. Or you can hit me up right on Twitter also. Make sure if you're new to MVP, go ahead, hit that sub button. We're going through the hashtag quest for 500 subs this month to try to get 500 before the end of the year. Got some cool rewards for you guys as we hit milestones on that way to 500, with the big one being a Madden, NHL, a FIFA, whatever sports video game you want to one lucky subscriber / commenter on one of our videos this month. So make sure you comment, you subscribe, and as always, have a good day, everybody.